Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. I'm like, is the mic working this time? Because the last time we did this, it actually wasn't connected anymore. And I was sitting here tapping this the whole time. And the microphone was really, it like moved over to the MacBook. So I'm over here like, you're working? You're working? Okay, anywho. Hey, everybody. Hey, good afternoon. Happy Wednesday to you. On Wednesdays, we do wear pink, but it's your boy, Matty-Rants. I appreciate you for tuning in today. There are two international franchises from the drag race world that have been announced, one last week and one today, and I wanted to cover the promos with you as well. I don't like how that sounds as well. What? That is what we're doing. That's not, what do you mean as well? Why would that apply in this way? I'm sorry, I caught my own self. Like, what do you mean as well? That's the point of this. We will get into hot topics as well. There we go. Get back together, Matthew. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Okay. That stand is gorgeous, Poppy. Thank you, Von Paul Reeves. I've been trying my best to not lose the tan while I am back here, because I am back to being in the house most of the time, but I at least go outside. I try to at least every day and spend an hour out there in the direct sunlight, because I'm enjoying the color. But yes, we got some things to get into. I just wanted to go over the cast with you today, and it won't be this too long of a live. I know I always say that and never mean it, but in reality, this will be like an hour or so, not too much. There is some hot topics too, like for Project Runway, we find out that Utica is on the cast. Very excited for that, my Seventh-day Adventist sister, which got me really thinking. I think I will be covering Project Runway this season too. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I was like, dang, I'm going to be doing a lot this summer. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to cover this summer. But now I definitely want to do France All-Stars. I've covered the first two seasons of Drag Race France. I didn't cover season 3 because they had Leona Blackface Winter on there, and I wasn't about to give that any time, unfortunately. But I was happy with who the winner was, because that was somebody who I was rooting for from the get-go, with no wins, winning, which was a gag. But it was like, oh, okay. Then I thought about Big Brother. That's still on my agenda too. So I was already there. I was like, oh, okay, we got France All-Stars, this, that, and the other. I saw the Brazil Meet the Queens. I saw the dubbed version. It needed to be in subtitles. The dub version was wild. Is that what y'all have to witness when we be doing Drag Race over there in the other countries and they dub it in your language? And it's like, girl, I know she don't sound like that, baby. I was like, these people, they got some folks from India doing the voices for the dub. And it was AI. I knew it. I was like, something about that dub was weird to me, because it went from them sounding like they were in Sri Lanka, and then all of a sudden they were in the UK, and then we stopped somewhere in a Pacific Asian island, and then we went. I was like, what is this? I said, they got the one trans lady sounding masculine, the other trans lady with a light voice. I said, what is going on today? So I thank the dub for simply me being able to just put it on and walk away and listen to certain people. I'm going to be honest with you and say that a lot of the Meet the Queens, almost everybody's saying the same thing. I have an ego. I'm pretty. I know what I'm doing. I'm super talented, this, that, and the other, with a couple of moments here and there. So I'm not going to dive too deep in the Meet the Queens for the Brazil girls. I will recommend, though, that you do watch it, because there's a lot of personality in the room, and I feel like this season's going to be hot. So yeah, I think I am going to cover season 2 of Drag Race Brazil as well, and not just do it on Patreon, because something I said, I feel drama. I feel great stories coming out of this group for some reason. I don't know why, but something in my spirit was like, I might need to catch this one. So what I'll end up doing is probably put it together with weekly shows that I talk about with Brazil or France. I know that Drag Race Brazil starts on July the 10th. So that's next month. I have some time to get ready for that and do a little bit more research. Make sure that I have at least a little bit of Portuguese. No, I'm not going to be good at that. Y'all know I couldn't even get, Spanish together before I went to Mexico, but I will be covering 2. I'm not going to care if there's not any views. I did not have views the last time I covered it. Nobody really wanted to watch the show. But I'm just going to go ahead and say, F it, whatever. I will include it a part of my package of things that I am covering. I just would encourage all of you. I don't care if you, don't be C Diggy. Please don't be that person. Just give it a watch, give the international shows a chance and all that jazz. I'm begging you. Okay. If you want me to cover all these different drag races and keep this going, I got to have some support with the views too here. Okay. I just want to make that very clear. And I include that with my all stars and everything else that I'm doing. My views are down. It's very evident, it's very clear. I'm not going to put that on. Well, Matt, there's a lot going. If you want to watch me, you will definitely make a way. So I'm asking you to put on your notifications. I'm asking you to remind yourself. I normally go live on the weekends. It's only a Thursday through Sunday affair. And then, well, today is Wednesday. And then if you just can't catch me on those days, make sure you check out the playback. Check out the playback. Put it on the background while you're doing something here. Because you know what? I am going to do edited videos like I've been talking about, but I am definitely keeping the lives, and I don't want to feel pressured by people who may not really want to see the best, but only what they want from me as a vessel, not a person. And I'm like, nah, I'm not down with that. I like doing lives because I like to have live conversations, like to read comments and apply that into my perspective. And also there are times when I'm covering a show, and maybe, especially international shows, I don't know what's going on, or I don't know the exact reference or what it is out there that is specific. And somebody from that country may educate me and us while we're in the live chat. So if the beginning of this speech was a little too much for you, I'm not apologizing, because I mean it. I've looked at my analytics. I've been paying attention to a lot of stuff. And that all comes from me putting in the work. And I do put in a lot of work on these videos, but I'm asking for just a little bit of work from you. Comment, like, and make sure that you check out my videos. Okay. That's all I ask. And all I ask in return is the love. And I'm trying to throw the love right back at you. So today it is very much a promo. Let's talk about who's coming back to All Stars for France. It's their first All Stars that they have for Drag Race France. I know a little bit of French. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment allez-vous, n'est-ce pas? A little bit. I did take it in high school. I was okay. I did better at French than Spanish, which is weird because a lot of the languages are very intertwined in certain ways, but you know, complicated me. But also for Drag Race Brazil, yeah, I'm excited for that. Again, it's actually on our list for our friends' vacation. We did Puerto Vallarta this year. Next year, Rio de Janeiro is actually on the list for Brazil. It's been put on the category list. It's currently number 1. I actually put my vote in, so I may be in Brazil next year. Which is amazing. So that's kind of another reason why I really want to start focusing on Drag Race Brazil again, because I'm like, I'm actually going to be visiting this country very soon. So by all means, I need to cover it and like get into it. And my friend met Organza at the club when he went out there, because after season 1, he went out there on a trip. He was with another group of friends. Not our friend group, but some other friends. They don't like us. But he went out with them and took a picture. And I saw that little high top sister. I said, "Wait a minute, is that my organza?" I was like, "Oh, I should have gone on the trip. I would have been able to see my people." Did not know. So again, this is why I'm like, oh, I will be covering the season, and I will finish this bitch like I was supposed to the last time. But I got a little. What's the word I'm looking for? I was a little in my head. I had some troll account, one of the little 13-year-olds on Twitter that thinks they can talk to anybody any kind of way, talking about you don't even get views on your videos. Technically, in the same month, I had a video with 100K, but that video had only 600 views for Drag Race Brazil. And I actually did a lot of work on that video. So while they were right in the sense that no one was watching that one, it made me feel a ways, not because of some little brat whose mama don't give a fuck about them, but more so I put so much work into season 1 and no one was watching. So I was like, I got to stop this because it was messing my channel up. Like, to post a video with no views, the algorithm was like, ooh, deduct. And it became so hard to come back from that. But this time I'm going to try to stick it through. I'll be posting more and more as I go. I've been having a lot of conversations with myself about my channel and what I want it to be. And while I do love covering Drag Race, I don't want this to be just a sole Drag Race channel. I wanted to cover multiple entertainment topics, whether it's hot topics, whether it's different television shows. That does include people of color, Black people, LGBTQIA plus folks that are allies with all of us in our world. That's the kind of stuff I want to do, versus it just being one sole thing. So it's multiple stops that you can make here. I do still plan to do, of course, Housewives content as well. So like they said, the girls are like, you don't have a job. No, bitch, this is a full-timer. And so you're going to really see some full-time from me coming up very soon, this end of this month going into July, when all these new shows starts. Get ready for daily videos from me. Baby, I will be tired, but I don't care, because again, I love doing this and I want to keep on doing this. And while my life is not the best right now, it is very stressful. Baby, we barely paid that phone bill this just the morning, but I did it. I still got to, I got to send my friend, because remember I told you my friend that I lent $300 something to has not paid me my money back. He gave me a portion of it. It was $50. I was like, okay, well, this is a start. It's a start, but I need the other $250. How dare you do me? But I was like, look, bro, my phone bill is due. You owe me money. Don't do me like that. And so I appreciate him being like, listen, I can't do all of it, but I'll give you some of it. We're working. We're working on it. Once I get that other $250 back, purple, I'm wrapping that relationship up. No shade. Once that is wrapped up, I'm wrapping that relationship up. Like we gonna be like this. Whenever I see you, it's gonna be hello, but we ain't gonna be cool again. Cause like this is now what 2-3 months now. I'm good on that, and it's affecting my livelihood. Like I can't feed my baby. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But listen, yeah. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry, I'm a little silly right now. I'm just feeling my little oats and tush and all that tush. But I'm also in a good mood because, again, I had a really, really rough week last week. The beginning of this week was a little tough, but I was able to overcome some stuff. We are still a little bit in trouble. Friday, I got to find a way to pay back this loan, honey. I don't know how we going to do it. That's literally the $250 the man owe me. But like, we gonna figure it out, because I figured out how to pay this phone. I figured out how to get the other bills done. I figured out how to get everything else done. The cats has been fed. The lights is on. You know, all that good stuff. We got another month coming up. I talked to my landlady. She's like, hey, you need another year here? Let me know. We might need it, girl, because I don't know. I've been trying to find other apartments too. And I've been putting my application out there for work. So if anything, I'm feeling like a little down, but I'm also like up. Does that make sense? Like, oh, everything's not where I want it to be, but I see the light. I see the door. It's open. I'm looking at the window. And so that's what I'm trying to put myself in a headspace for right now, is that we're right there. We're real close. Give yourself some time. I want to say something to those of you who are in Los Angeles right now, and I can't say everything specifically due to the way that the algorithm works with YouTube and a monetization. And I've also noticed that some people have been hit by certain stuff when they speak directly about this based off of how the works. For those of you who are out there in Los Angeles, keep on fighting the good fight. Stand your ground, like they like to use and say. Your cause is just. What you are doing this for is real. The way that they have painted a portion of our people is wild. And while I do know that us as Black folks are out here like it's none of our business and all that good stuff, I get that to the level of how you elected that and this is what's happening. But I'm also saying to you, where I'm not going to be like, you do what you want to do, but I'm also saying like we can still be vocally supportive and representative for these people, because like in reality, like they're taking out folks. There are some people I've seen online like, well, what do you think, who do you think they're going to come for next? Baby, they've been coming for us as Black people. We've been came for you like how dare you? Then why would you, and if you knew that, then why would you put that man in the so for me, I'm like, no, we're not going to do this whole bit of like, we're going to stand. No. If we are going to be human beings on this planet that is called Earth, do you hear me? Everybody needs to be on the same page. And so for that, that's why I say, if you're in Los Angeles and you are out there fighting that good fight and you are doing what you are believing is the right thing to be done, because in reality, peacefully, wrongfully, whatever you want to say about whatever you want to do, let me tell you something. Sometimes you have to get really loud for someone to hear you. You may be speaking so clear. You may have all the words together. You know everything possible. But because they're so stuck in their hate, and that's what it is, or their ignorance, or what they've been fed and have been consuming and have been taught over the years, they think that they're right. So you got to get louder and louder and louder. And that's how I'm going to use my words today. You got to get louder and louder and louder. So I'm not about to be one of these people going, I'm about to be sitting. No, bitch. My audience is from all over the world, and I support all of you. Okay. As long as you're not leading a life of hate and full of viciousness. We protect the dolls over here. We protect our brown, Black, yellow, white, whatever over here. Ladies first. That's how I feel my channel is. And if you think I'm different than that, then you do not know me, and you've never known me. I will feed you. Give me a second. It's been a long day. I did have breakfast this morning. Don't do me. But I also was working out earlier too. So like my stomach is like, hey, protein, where she be? Someone can tell me all the time, well, I'm not racist. Well, you're a bigot. And then we can then go down the line of that. But, but for me, I'm just, the things I've seen and the way certain words and terminology and things are getting twisted to only apply to said like one, group of people or one situation, all that kind of stuff. For me, I'm like, nah, I don't want the bull. I don't want the drama. I think that everybody, if we talking about, oh, well, we all have the same rights. Okay. Joel, you'll have to tell him that on his channel since he's so consistent. But yeah, so for real though, like right now, these people are being taken away from their homes. There are folks who are actually legal immigrants being removed. They already had to bring some guy back. Nah, it is very much, it's just, before I get too deep, because I'm not supposed to, this is supposed to be light. It's just, if you're paying attention, if you're really looking at what's going on, if you're really invested, like this is all smokescreen, and it's a way of certain people getting what they want, which is to hurt and harm others in the vein of I'm protecting my family, but you're really hurting and harming others by just now saying if they look away, if they feel funny, then that they must be that. You know what I mean? Like we're leading with fear, and that's not how we're supposed to be leading out here. We're not supposed to be under the guise of fear at all. Like at all. So like, yeah, while all that's happening and all that's going on down there, and they're sending military and stuff, we literally are losing what, $1 billion out of Medicaid, Medicare, trillion, if you will. There are a lot of people who do not have money or the financial means to pay for medicine. And that's wild. And the people think, oh, no, that's only applying to, no, sweetheart, that affects white people, Black people, brown people, yellow, whatever color you are, and whatever income that you're under. And as everything happens in this world and the economy continues to do this, what prices go up, then you're going to be the person who needs to have that. You know what I mean? So I just find it funny that, I mean, not funny, actually. Let me reword that so someone doesn't take it out. I just find it really odd that for those who want us to see what they feel, they can't look around and go, where's the rest of the room? I'm asking people to stop looking front and back and start looking left to right, front and back, all the way around. Turn in a circle. And people don't want to do that. They don't want to be in a circle. They want to be in a straight line. That's what's happening right now. That's what's going on. Well, actually, we're on a sphere. We live literally on a sphere, a planet. It's a fucking circle. Sphere. Look around. See everything. Recognize everything. Everybody ain't out to get you. Some people are, but not everybody is. That's just that. Sorry for all that at the beginning of this. It was sitting heavy on my spirit. And I noticed that some fans were coming after Mistress. This is a part of the hot topic portion here, saying, Mistress, you're not using your platform to denounce Spice. And I thought that was really fucked up, because you don't know how that could put someone like Mistress in a position to where they're going to hyper focus on them and say their family. Like, what if there are things going on within their own world outside of Drag Race that have nothing to do with Drag Race, and you're now trying to put them in a position, right? And then on top of it, like Mr. said, and this is something I know because I've spoken to her about this, is that Mistress on Drag Race is a whole nother person than the person out who takes off the wig, and they don't coincide together. One is for trolling and all that extra stuff and for complete removal of reality, while the other one is really in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot to take in when I realize that with this fandom, that some people with the parasocial relationship believe they own you, or put themselves so close to a person that they don't know that they get so upset when things don't go their way, when in reality, you never knew that person never knew you. You don't actually know who they are. You've only witnessed them under the lens of an edited program, or possibly within a 3-hour venue at a club. I think this applies to a lot of us, and I think we need to be better people. I don't need you to find anything. My phone, my Apple Watch. But sincerely, y'all, whatever you're going through right now, I hope you not only make it through, but you come out on top of it and even better. Whatever you're facing right now, just know I am praying for you. I do as much as I can, and much as I try not to forget every night, for my rant pack, for my family, my friends, and that everybody's good to go, because I don't want to lose any more people. I'm tired of losing people. I know it's going to happen because that's life, but I'm tired. So yes, God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. So all my social medias are in the about section of this YouTube channel. If you wanted to find me anywhere, there's a Linktree link. You can go ahead and click on that sucker. I'll take you where you need to go. I do reactions on Patreon. Once the series starts for both France All-Stars and for Brazil Season 2, I will have those reactions on my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Excuse me. Cameo. So I am on Cameo. You can book me. I also have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, and I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. You can get a free week of Paramount Plus on me. I have a PO box in case you want to send anything. And as a reminder, this program is, I promise this, for entertainment purposes only. All content is not intentional on any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by myself are just solely my personal opinions. They do not apply. They don't apply to anyone and everyone. Wait, no, let me reword that. Wait. First, never fuck the pins. There we go. Human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. So don't be rude. Grab your libations, strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker, clearly. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. If you feel uncomfortable reviewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good hoot. I hate that I missed that. I was like, what am I saying? Oh my God. I cannot. I cannot. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's going to be our hot topics today. This video today is very Drag Race related outside of everything I just said, even though that conversation I just had about what's going on in LA does apply to Drag Race because that was, brought to Mistress' attention. That still brought, see how I connected it? Okay. But no, let's talk about that real quick. All the passive microaggression, all of that. Let's get into that. Y'all didn't see that. Why do you think I was the way I was, Joel, about the whole situation? Like, not because I knew the video existed, but more so I knew it wasn't that deep. And I think a lot of us realize it really was never that deep. Even the EW, all of that is to really help those who feed off that shit to salivate further, to be fed a little bit, and then to go on the attack, because that's what they're looking for. There's a fat Mexican up here talking about bitches we like. Get her. Yep. And that's the tea. That's the tea. Mind you, it wasn't cool what had happened when Mistress called that girl a fake ass bitch. Okay, received. Why are you getting upset on her behalf? Why are you now attacking someone on behalf of another? Why, when someone else has a different opinion now, you feel the need to come after someone's character, physical looks, this, that, and the other, to then prove a point to be like, see, you should be better people. But then they do a whole video giggling about the matter. You are silent. There are no think pieces. I had some random woman who doesn't even post on her Twitter, not one post whatsoever, but is only replies. I want to tell y'all now, everybody on Twitter that only replies, they don't have nothing going on their page, they just go on to other people's shit. Y'all are the scum of the earth. I'm just going to tell you that now, because that lets me know that you are only there to fight. That's the only reason you even got one. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, where are your think pieces now? This random, I mean this with every bit of my body, random woman, rando, never seen her before in my life, don't know what I was like, what is this? What is this thing? This woman goes on here and gives me a full speech about how she will never support Mistress again, and how what she did was so wrong and so downright dirty, and that it's just not a way to live as a human being. And it can't do it anymore. I was once a fan, but now I'm not. And mind you, this is to my post where I say, Houston, we of course, that's our girl. Mistress is our girl. We support Mistress. I'm going to tell you what. I didn't respond. I didn't like it. I didn't go, well, why do you feel like there's no need to engage with that anymore? I'm going to let you know that I looked at it, yes, but I didn't respond to you. All that work to engage in a debate about something that wasn't that big of a deal. I haven't seen them post about the video. I saw some that were like, well, while they did the video, I'm still pretty mad that Mistress went ahead in the oh, so that's what this is about. That's what this is about. This is about people you don't like getting ahead because they played the game that they were asked to play, and now they're going forward. All right, cool. If Diet does anything similar in these next brackets, we're going to see how they're going to react. I mean, we already have like proof in the pudding that it always does play a factor what your body looks like, what color you are, and how the fandom receives you as far as what you can get away with and being mean and nasty. But regardless of all of that, I'm proud of my sis Mistress. I was here for it. I thought it was very fun. It was, not only was it funny, but it was a gag and it was a key because she already knew. She already knew. She already knew. She already knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And she saw how the fandom was treating her and doing all this kind of stuff and all that kind of crap. Oh, don't forget age. You right, G. Arthur. You right. You right. You right. Don't forget. Do not forget, because the ageism is real. Mistress will get her karma in the merge. Production will screw her over. How would you know that, Nutty Daughter? How would you know? And why would it be her karma? I'd like everyone to see line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in here. Whatever passive way you want to do all that. And what is the karma? Just thinking aloud. Yeah, I wouldn't. Why would we call it karma? What if somebody who didn't do what she did goes home before her? Is that their karma? That's weird, friend. And I'm not saying that as a fan of Mistress, but more so if we're looking at it like that. Huh. Regardless, I'll move on past that. But no, I'm enjoying All Stars 10. All Stars 11 is already being casted and apparently has been filming. People are already talking about the spoilers and all that online and all that kind of good stuff. Why is this blinking? Okay, better. I was like, what? It looked like there was a traffic stop in front of me. It's like, what is going on here today? I'm sorry. I will say, from what I did see from 11, I'm very happy with what I saw with casting. I was like, oh, okay, we are gonna have a show. I think they also heard a lot of our anger, or at least from me, about diversity hire, because I was like, girl, where are we at? This season's a little bad. But that's made up for the next one. So I was hyped about that. Either way, I'll be excited to cover it whenever whatever happens and release and all that kind of stuff. Well, not necessarily, because Jane went all the way. Well, but top 4, you know what I mean? And villains, see, that's the thing I don't like about TV shows and production and the way they do things. I don't think that they should, like, once a girl makes the move to be, I guess, like the mean one or the one that's truthful, that they should be punished and that we should only reward the nice girls. Like, I'm going to be very honest with you. I think that's tired. Like, Violet became a victim. I'm about to wake it up. Season 7. Violet became a victim through everyone sort of letting her know that the attitude that she was giving wasn't going to be it. And then she became a victim that way. And it was kind of like, she's really not, though. Because she was still talking her cash shit, too. She just was the sole one on that island. And when she came in, I'm that bitch. And everyone was like, but you're not. She all of a sudden became a victim. And I will put in height, weight, measurements, and all that into it, pigment and all that, to give why the fandom was really just riding the way they were riding. But, you know, it is what it is. But no, let's get to the tea. Let's start to talk about current things today. If you did want to drop a little love in my jar, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for being here today and for tuning in. I appreciate all of you for being here and for tuning in. So listen, my brain gave up. Hold on one more time. Okay, we back. Okay, so we're gonna start with Drag Race France All Stars first, and then we're gonna go into Drag Race Brazil. I'm gonna ask for forgiveness if I don't have everyone's names and the enunciations correct. As you know, it sometimes takes me a few days, a little bit of time to pull everything together. But once I do, by all means, it'll be it'll flow perfectly and there will be no issues. So please give me some patience. I promise I'm working on it and getting it all together. But yes, if you do want to throw a little bit of love, PayPal.me for /MattyRants, Cash App $, Matt924, little $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Anything and everything is super appreciated and very helpful, especially for what I have to deal with Friday. But if not, then you liking this video, you getting the comment section, you just totally being a part of this channel is super muy importante, and I appreciate and love y'all. All right. Let's start with Drag Race France. I'm happy with this, with the selection for the casting. I am. My tummy is growling. Can I eat something real? Can I grab something? I feel like I got like one of these little breakfast bars. Hold on, y'all, because I'm not gonna be able to do another minute. Ooh. My tummy's like, ooh, give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. I high key want to make a sandwich, but I know that's not gonna work. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we do. Here we do. Here we be. Here we go. Because my body was like, now, sister, brother, brother, get it together, brother. These from Kroger's, they were on sale for $1.50, so I got them. Oh my god, shit's so good. Okay, I did want cookie cunty too. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you, Purple Eater. I was a little bit like, damn. They have All Stars 2 to come back to, hopefully. So we'll hope for it then. But yes, I also was like, where's Cookums? Where is the cook? I wanted a little cookie. Cookie. I wanted to see the cookie. I did. But I do like this cast. I do like this cast so far. I'm also happy because I didn't finish season 3. So I was there for Magnetica's elimination. I didn't get to see Misty all the way through. So this will be like a nice, like, oh, okay, I get to see Misty like do her thing and work it out and all that kind of shit. So I was like, okay, bad. So I'm a little bit excited to see that. But everybody else that's on the cast, so happy they were chosen. I was like, this is so exciting. So let me go ahead and get my screen pulled up for you right now here so we have a visual representation of what's going on. Don't forget, I will be also going live tomorrow, Thursday. It'll be a vertical live. That one's going to be more hot topics, discussing the BET awards that were trash, in my opinion. And getting into some other things too, and going through. So you'll be having me for quite a while tomorrow. I will be on live for like a good 3 hours. Yeah. Just talking about anything and everything and then some. So like, yes, tomorrow's going to be a fun day of just like, nothing is off the table. Nothing is off the table. But yeah. Let's get into the cast, shall we? Oh my gosh. I hate I ran out of ganj. Oh my god. It's going to be one hell of a week. Elijah, hello, friend. Oh, speaking of which, oh my gosh. So tomorrow I was going to talk about Summer being, having to not film for the rest of Baddies Africa. Since Zeus can't do anything if I don't have a picture up anymore. I'm going to talk about their bullshit ass network. I was going to talk about the girl that made Emmett Till as a joke reference, ended up getting knocked and socked by security guard after spitting in their direction. Oh, I'm for sure going to talk about that. I've had an epiphany about Zeus and how they try to get my channel taken down by saying I was stealing their viewers. My channel was stealing their viewers. Okay. I certainly wasn't dipping into the coke bag, but go off. Every time some bullshit happened with them, I'm gonna talk about it. I am. I'm just gonna do vertical lives with no pictures. Not necessary. Can't do anything about that. But it's true. Yeah, she. This girl used Emmett Till as a reference for some girl getting beat up. It said, "Got you looking like Emmett Till, bitch." I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. So forgive me if I didn't like shift my body weight when hearing that she spit at a security guard, and the security guard basically tapped her so hard she had to go to the hospital. So forgive me for not moving. Forgive me for not moving. But I was like, I'm not moving for that. That girl doing the most, way, way too much. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. And then you spit on the person and they crack you. And then you're like, how dare they hit a woman? Girl, have you lost your mind? You literally antagonized the fool, then spit on him. Crack. That's what happened. And you ended up rocked. And now you're like, oh, this is too, you're gonna learn today. Like, not everything deserves a reaction and not everything needs to go that far. But like, you ain't gonna be spitting on nobody. Then Zeus want to post a statement after the backlash. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So this is another thing too. Okay. So Elijah, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. You gotta tune in tomorrow. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. We got to get the drag race, but I need to say this real quick. You can easily copy someone's whole post and then put it in a system to see if it was actually done by Chat GPT, which I don't use that crap. I don't use AI like that. That's not my thing. 80s baby over here. I'm trying to keep it real, not iRobot right now, but like, there are so many apologies that people have been posting online, and I'm going to bring up about 5 of them that I've been looking at. And it's wild. Like, all you got to do is copy, paste, boom, post it in there. 100% of this was made using like, you can tell when someone is actually telling you how they feel, and you know how they speak in the words that they use with their grammar. You know what I mean? And then you see someone post something that's so eloquent, and you're like, that's not you, sister. You don't talk like that. You don't even know how to write. You can text. You don't even know how to write. What you mean? So yeah, we're gonna have fun tomorrow. It's gonna be some mess. Talk about some hot topics. Bow Wow performing Like You while Sierra is in the audience at the BET Awards will never not be funny to me. So I have a lot to say tomorrow. We'll get into it. Simone, you should never have taken. You shouldn't have apologized to that girl. I'm so mad. I'm a little disappointed in you, my sister. We're gonna get into you tomorrow too. You stand down. You were defending the trans girls, and now you want to back up because they was trying to pull some. I saw the folks how they were trying to do you. I'm a little mad at you for you not standing 10 tones down, but I also know that the pressure was wild. So let's get into our All Stars cast for Drag Race France. I'm so excited. Everyone looks good. And I do love what they did with the colors here as far as this like sunset, or it's almost like a sunset, sunrise feel of a moment. Very that with the backdrop, and everyone's giving flowy cheese, or at least some sort of, everyone's got good colors. But Ellipse, who I personally love, I love them. 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 They were one of my favorites on the first season. Y'all remember? Please bring it back. I was like, oh my God, we get Ellipse again. I'm so excited. Ellipse, just know I will be standing you as well as many other people this season. But I was a fan from the I remember I was like, oh, I was so sad when they got eliminated. I was like, nah. I was like, nah. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy they are back. So happy they are back. So happy they are back. The end. ... Faces beat. All of this is good. The outfit's hot. Love this half jacket moment with this dress. It's sickening. It's puss. I love it. It's everything. I am so excited to see them. Ooh, very happy. See, that was like, I was like, okay, we already got one. I was like, oh. Already one of my favorites from the first season. Who's next? Another one. We've been dying for Cam Hugh to get back on TV. low key, high key, all keys. So Cam also being announced for this cast. This promo in general, that bitch is beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love, love, love this look. I love the entire, all of this from head to toe, top to bottom, the full bit of it. I loved me some Cam on the show. And I'm again like, okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna redo the redo again. Cam, I said Ellipse, Cam. I'm like, oh my god, they're doing season 1 right so far. I'm like, okay, we got something going on here. Loved Big Bertha so much on the first season. Y'all know I was a fan. Low-key was questioning myself when they were out of drag. Like, how do I feel? I don't know how I feel. But like, I am so ready for the birth of the big. I'm so like, y'all have Cam, Ellipse, and Big Bertha. We're not even done with the cast. We're not even done, y'all. It gets better. It just gets progressively better and better and better and better. And as like I was going through this, I was like, oh bitch, we're gonna get a season. Yo, it's so bad. But Big Bertha is back. Shout out to Big Bertha, one of my favorites from the first season. I'm very excited to see what they bring this season as well. I do love this look. The red looks stunning. I'm very happy they didn't color their beard here, to be honest with you. Something about them just keeping it natural this way, a little bit of the lining for the cheek and all that, like that actually does something for this. It doesn't make it too monotone either. I kind of live. So yeah. I'm ready for the birth. I'm ready for the big. That's the birth though. Screaming. I was like, you brought back Soa. What? Oh my God. I thought the last I would have of my girl would be global. And I'm like, that should never. Because I love Soa on global. Fuck all the rest of it. I'm still here for my queen, and all the rest of them don't do that. But like, I was here for my Soa on Glabeek. Okay. I was here for Glabeek. So like the Soa, the Bertha, like all of that, I'm like, oh. So Ellipse, Cam, Big Bertha, and Soa Demuse from season 1. But shout out to Soa because this is now your third appearance. Like you were on Drag Race France season 1, Global All Stars, and now you're from Drag Race France All Stars. I'm here for it. Dare we say she the Juju being the she might be she's the lip sync assassin for Global, but also pull it on in here. Yay. I love it. Oh, face, mug, down, outfit, gorgine, shoes. But like, yes, everything else about this I live and breathe for. I would have done a different boot, but I love Soa. Big fan. Big fan. So season 1 is that. Hold on, before I get to Punani, because I was hyped to see Poon Poon. I was like, what? Ellipse, chew. Cam, chew. Big Bertha, chew. Soa, chew. Everyone got a plate that's on season 1 that's on this cast. Everyone got a nice little nasty plate. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But then you're like, let's do season 2. Punani. I'm sold. I don't even need to see the rest of the cast. Like at this point, I was like, oh, well, I'm finished. Like we're good. We're season 1 already there. I'm set. But like, you're bringing back the Poonan? And I love Punani on season 2. I love her. I was like, oh my God, this is too much. Punani looks good here too. It's a nice look here. The hair is where my mind is just, I'm stuck because there's so much. You have this hair that's feathering out. It almost feels like it's like smoke coming out from the back of the hair, the way that the hair is styled that way. I don't know. I live and breathe. I'm never looking for punani, but this poon, I'm all the nani about. Okay? I'm a real sissy. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and cover this Rant Pack family. It's your boy MattyRants. We're talking about Drag Race France All-Stars. Currently, right now, we've talked about a little bit of hot topics at the beginning of this video, and then we're going to get into Drag Race Brazil Season 2's cast soon. Hit the like button, get in the comment section, and talk about both All-Stars France as well as Drag Race Brazil 2, and maybe the hot topics that we talked about today. Love to hear your opinions and thoughts. And if you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, paypal.me/MattyRants. Cash App $Matt924 or $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Who's next? Articuna. I could see it. I know how you wrote it, but I can't say it that way because YouTube's weird, but I can see it that way for sure. I was done. I was done. I was sold. I was pulled through. If I ever found out this person was giving versatile teas with a little top energy, I let them have. It's Peach. Oh, we're going to be fed. Do you understand me? We are going to be, that's the plate, fed this season. I was like, first of all, this outfit is really cool. And I'm noticing a lot of people did like the one like robotic like leg issue or armor leg. I saw a lot of that happening with the girls. 2 bearded queens on one season's gag. But like this look, while the girls can do bodysuit tees and do all that, whatever, I'm seeing a lot of embellishing, a lot of accoutrements with this. I'm seeing tail work that's put into here too. And I'm asking questions because I want to know what this is designed after. Does this or does this not give you Talon's costume for Soul Calibur 4? I want to be like, yeah, sure, but no, only because I'm trying to. There's something about this too, Liam, that I'm looking at that reminds me of another. I don't want to say, I want to almost be like Pokemon, but I'm not sure. It's also giving me little Inuyasha teas. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, as I keep looking at this outfit, I'm like, what is this referencing? And if it's not anything, then cool, because it's making me think. But something about this is making me think, like, what is this? It looks so cool. I'm seeing the tails. It's giving a little, Kunomitsu tease also in this little bit. I don't know. I was going to say Zodiac inspired, low-key Sonic. Like, is that tails? Like, the fox that's back. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I don't know what it is. I love everything about it. I'd probably wear this. Yeah, I love everything about it. Yesified Bahuman. Okay, I can see that. I can see it. It's very foxy. Very that. But I do. I'm a big fan of the Peach. I know Jamar gonna be hyped. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me send this to Jamar right now. Let me send this to Jamar right now because we were very much big fans of Peach. Hold on, let me send this to him to be funny. I forgot to send this to him earlier. I was like, let me send this to Jamar. They're back. Okay. Sorry, we were fans of Peach when the season was happening. I know Blake Keisha's watching this too because he likes Drag Race France. Casting. This is what we're talking about. There are so many of the fan faves on this season. Moon. We got Moon again. Oh my God. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy we got Moon again. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Like, thank you. That's where I'm at with that one. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. She's everything. I have nothing to say other than whatever she does will be amazing. God bless Moon and the stars in the sky. I'm just such a big fan. I just am such a big fan. I have no other words outside of she's fucking awesome. And yes, she's awesome. Yes. Right. She's awesome. Semicolon. Yes, we're done. Like that is the end all be all. Was a huge fan. Was sad when she went during the season 2. But like she's puss. I love everything about her. I knew Jamar was gonna respond, my French husband. I was like, we love the peach now. But yes, love the moon too. Yeah. 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 I don't think you understand. 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 Listen, let me get back up in here. I don't think you understand. I don't think you get it. Because I'm going to just have to tell you, this was the best look out of everybody's. And everybody was chewing. So we're not calling nobody uggos today. Ain't nobody popping it into the toaster and then letting it pop up and talking about let go my uggo. Oh no, she peed all over this one. Also, Mommy Watson, hold on, are you still following me on Instagram? Because I know I'm still following you. Hold on, girl. Let me see. Is this another COVID situation? Oh, you do still follow me. Love you. Love you. I see I lose subscribers like every day on Instagram, so I'm always like, the girls are getting tired of me. It's whatever. But no, I've been riding for the mommy for like the jump. I was a big fan of her on season 2. Everything about her was just so good. But this how you coming out like this in this Grace Jones, because it's giving very Grace of Arc. Grace de Arc. Jones de Arc. That sword with this body armor piece, with this pink fabric wrapped around, and we've seen different interpretations of this. I don't give a fuck. This looks expensive. It looks wild. It is ready. It is ready for a magazine. It is ready for the pages. Do you understand me? It is designed to be editorial down. Oh, it's Grace. It's all of it. I live and fucking breathe in a pleaser at that on the floor. In a pleaser. Please. Perfection. Yeah, I'll be rooting for Mommy Wata this season. I will be obnoxious about it, actually. So, kick. Bitch, if she wins, I will be so happy. There's actually a lot of them on there where I'm like, if they win, I will be so happy. Oh, now I did not finish season 3, but we do have 2 contestants from season 3. I'm also kind of hyped that they had more people from season 1 and 2 than 3, because 3 just finished. And it's like, well, for the next All Stars, 3 can be the main cast going into it with the 4 and the 5, right? But I got to give it to Magnetica, because I do remember them going home early. But my God, this look right here, oof, 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 oof. Makeup, perfection. Wig, done. Outfit, stunning. This scepter with Saturn on it is, Venus or Saturn, whatever planet it is. It's so good. It is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Shoes, hair, outfit, piece, all of it. It's done. And you know I love purple. It's done. Love the white in the center of the face and the way it just expresses out almost like a beacon of light. Yep. Dudley, scream. I keep on thinking of my girl, Pluto. Yeah. Dead scream. Oh, I love listening to the original version with the subtitles, but then when they do the actual attack, it's literally in English. Dead scream. Every time I hear it, I'm like, ooh, shivers down my spine. It's Saturn? Okay. I don't know why I was also thinking Venus, but I'm like, it looks big, so it doesn't feel like it's Venus. You know what I mean? It feels bigger than that. It's not Jupiter, but it has to be Saturn. So I think that's cool. Oh, it could be Neptune. Ooh. I want to ask. I need to ask. Excuse me. Is this the last person on the cast? I think it is. Yes. Okay. And the last person who got close, they were close, but not too close, was Misty Phoenix, who I guess was the lip sync assassin of the Drag Race France season 3. Again, I didn't finish because that one girl with blackface was on there, and I wasn't about to do all that. Not again. I already sat through Philippine season 2. So I was like, okay, this is cool. I want to see, I have to see her operating, because I remember my time with season 2 and season 3, and I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. So I just want to see how they operate in the actions that take place this season. So for me, it'll be my first time with Misty. I remember Magnetica because I was really I thought they were going to go very far when I was first covering the show. That did not happen. And then I got out of it because of other things. And now I'm like, okay. She was dropping them knees like they were, so she's a knee dropper. So she a Trinity, the tuck lip syncer when it comes to the bucking, right? She's a jump in the air and land on her knees bit. You know what? It's an all-stars. Maybe things have changed. Maybe a leg will be out. Maybe a finger will be up in the air. A pinky, if you will, possibly. Maybe pinky toe. I think she's gorgeous, though. This outfit's interesting, and I do like it. The scepter she's holding, I want to ask so many questions. I really do. I'm like, are we in? Is that a tree? Like, are we just giving witchy? Like, what's the vibe, mama? But I do like this lace on her arms, though. I do love the lacing on the arms. I love how that looks like with this outfit. Very much like that. Wait, her lip sync for Hey Nana by Nicki Minaj was definitely something. Wait, they had a Nicki Minaj lip sync on Drag Race France? I'm sorry. Hold on. Is this viewable on YouTube? Oh, wait a minute. Not the golden hour trying to get me in trouble. Hold on. Y'all gonna make me look this up. Who was it versus Persio? No. Oh my God, I found it. Okay, sorry. Muting this for 2 seconds. Boo! It was just the cut for the lip sync, like the music cut that they used for it, and not the visual itself. So I will have to watch that. I'll have to watch. Okay, you know what I'm going to do, y'all? If you're on my Patreon, yes. If you're on my Patreon, I'm going to post an exclusive of me watching that lip sync. And then I'm going to post a short later to YouTube of my reactions for it. But if you're on the Patreon, you'll get the first exclusives. I will make notes of that right now. Okay. Watch Misty versus Persio, Nicki Minaj lip sync for a Patreon 2 days, and then post to YouTube 2 days later. Okay, bad. Kaboom. Hey, Beast of Mateo. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're talking about Drag Race France All-Stars cast right now. This is the last person announced for the cast. They are from season 3. It's Miss Misty Phoenix. I'm going to go back over everybody again before I talk about the judges real quick. And if you're new here, or if you're just stepping in the room, hello. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Red Pack family. Yeah? And if you want to matter your tippy pool, please and thank you. PayPal at me / MattyRants. Cash App $Matt924 or $MattyRants. And Venmo MattyRants. Thank you. It's a little bit of Bobcat with Dr. Teeth, so I don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's a little bit of Bobcat mixed in, okay, with Dr. Teeth. I can't. But yes, we're gonna talk about this cast again. So we have, oh, I'm just so hyped. Ellipse from season 1. So happy. Cam Hughes, season 1. Yes. 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 Big Bertha, season 1. Yes. Yes. Someone abused. Oh, another, just more yeses. More yeses. Punani. Another yes. Peach. Another yes. We keep yesing. Moon. Everyone say yes. Yes. Mommy Wata. Ah, yes. Yes. Oh my God. And Magnetica and Misty Phoenix. So we'll be excited to see, you know, am I late for mommy's react? You were Makisha. I'm sorry. I gotta redo the reaction for you again, my darling. So when I first saw her, this is what I got up because I was like, no words. And I just was like, okay, that was my initial reaction for the mom. Do you understand me? It was, but she did quite literally cleared everybody that was up there. They all look good, but she cleared them. Cleared them all. Cleared, baby. Top 2 of the week is my God, it's everything. All right, so I'm gonna tell you my downside of this All Stars. I'm not happy Kitty isn't there. I'll be honest with you. He was one of the main people, if not next to Nikki, no shade Daphne, one of the reasons why I was watching the show. And so Kitty's not there. Where's the black judge? I'm like, I guess this what's happening over here is supposed to be our higher in reference for this. I don't know what happened, but I know that the I remember in season 3, at least from the clips I saw, because I didn't finish it, when they had to call out certain people for appropriation and like doing more research, this and the other. I was also wondering, was that something that affected their position as a judge on this panel? And based off of how I've seen Drag Race France operate and work, I don't think that's the case. I don't want that to be the case. I'd be really hot if that was the case. So I'm going to say it's scheduling and that they'll be back for the regular season. If he's not back for the regular season, I'm going to know something happened. And maybe he just wanted to move on. You know what I mean? Maybe he just wanted to move on. Maybe he just wanted to move on. It's possible. It's like, oh, this is I'm done with this part of my life. I'm gonna move into something else. That's fine. Yes, that is him. He is a designer and I believe stylist as well. So like, at least there's going to be something when it comes to clothes where I'm like, all right, he gonna come with it. Now Daphne over here also knows her own shit. I love me some Daphne. I did. And of course Nikki. I don't know who this other lady is. I'm gonna hold any sort of opinions on her. I'm gonna wait to see her work. I don't know who she is. Do not know who she is. So I'm like, but I'm a little sad. Her name is Sim or Sim. I was about to do Let me stop. She's a singer. She was a guest judge earlier. Okay, see, I don't remember her because that's how impactful she was for me. That's not shade. That means I need to spend some more time with her so I can get used. Apologies, everybody. Apologies. Sorry, y'all. It's a rainstorm that's happening out here in Houston right now. So if the Wi-Fi kicks or if the power goes out randomly, it's because we've been dealing with scattered thunderstorms and all scattered severe thunderstorms all day. It's been happening since 7 o'clock this morning. So it is randomly raining in my area currently right now. Like it just randomly started raining. So I was like, whew. Couldn't be. We're on completely different networks. She needs a VPN to get over here. No, I'm just playing. But no, we'll see. We'll see. I have high hopes for this cast. High hopes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw some comments that pissed me off a tad bit. And it really does show that people don't like it when someone who they obsess or love or fall for in a TV show doesn't win. It becomes, well, the show's not an actual competition anymore. It's just some sort of like reality drama show, right? My God. If the person you want to win does not win, we don't want to hear your fuck ass opinions on the internet about you hating a show because you didn't get your way. That's all I'm going to say to that. I'm rooting for Mommy Watsa, Soa Muse, hold on, I got this better. I'm rooting for everyone in season 1 and season 2. But in particular, if I'm going to like Mommy, Soa, Bertha, Ellipse, Moon, Peach. If I'm gonna be real, like I'm rooting for everybody season 1 and season 2, like period, like all of them for sure. But Mommy, Soa, Bertha, Ellipse, Moon, Peach, there it is, boom. Them 5. So like I said, for those who Matt, you didn't say her name. I said season 1 and season 2. That is legit who I'm rooting for. However, if I'm going like pocket branch it, oh yeah, it's the Mommy, it's the Soa, it's the Birth, it's the Ellipse, and it's the Moon, and it's the Peach. I said 6, not 5. Wait. I did say 6. I can't count. 6. I used to work in a bank. Sad. But yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We shall see. But shout out to Drag Race France getting an All-Stars, much deserved, to be honest with you. And also, I'm glad to see that while you did put a lot of heavy hitters and fan favorites in this first season, you have still a lot more to put in for the second season. And we also have more relationships to, of course, build and form and bond over, say, the next season of Drag Race France. That'll be happening probably before the All-Stars. That'll come up since they don't have to do it back-to-back since it's only been 3 seasons. But either way, you did that. Casting, you did that. You did that. It's going to be tough every week. One of those weeks it won't be tough for me, but it'll be tough every week. Go ahead, girl. Now we wait for the UK. Isn't it wild that there should be a Drag Race UK All-Stars by now? Not a UK versus the world. I'm going to be real honest with you. It should have just been UK All-Stars for the longest before there was ever a UK versus the world. And that is, I'm not taking it back. I think that UK versus the world was a great idea for a later situation. It feels dumb now in hindsight looking at it because it's like you didn't even give yourself an All-Stars. You just were like, we're going to put 3 bitches from one season on an All-Star show where we'll invite other people who only had 1 season from their show. Meanwhile, the American season's on like 15 right now. And like, it was like, what? Like, no. Like, it should literally be all the UK girls back in 1 season. I would watch that just as much as I would want to watch a UK versus the world one. So I do not understand why they haven't done that yet. They need to do it. Need to. Hell, there's a Slasian Royale coming out very soon, and I cannot wait because I'm covering it. Oh no. Sorry, y'all. I just thought about Jiggly. Give me a second. Oh my God. Oh, that hit. Sorry. I could hear her voice for like a split second as soon as I mentioned it. And I just thought about like how she would be like, let me know, like, just give me all the heads up. Like, I won't be getting that this year. And it's a bit sad. But she was like really like educating me on the girls too. And she was telling me they watch your show. Da, da, da. They always make me just so like that. But it's the fact that Jiggly was also showing them my shit and was like, this is Matty, he's good. He's not gonna fuck you over or talk about y'all. Da, 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 da. Like, and that was so great. It wasn't like, oh hey, he has 100,000 subscribers. Go look at him because everyone likes him. He's super popular. It was no, he's gonna keep it 100. You're not gonna like everything he's gonna say, but that's my boy. And she really did have my back on that. I love you, Jiggly, forever. But I mean, and that's why I was so wild doing DragCon, because I'd go there and she'd always ask me like, did she come up and speak to you? Because she wants to see you. This one girl knows I showed you your video. She wants to see you. I was like, oh, I haven't seen it. Like it was little shit like that. But she yeah, Jiggly was the best, honestly. She was really the best. Simply the best. That's my girl. Oh, you don't got me thinking about my jiggles. It's okay. It's okay. All right, let's continue. Did you also see the podcast that Evie was on and how they say US All Star is really nothing anymore? I love Evie down, and I know that those people on that podcast are just expressing their opinions. I'm getting into a better headspace where someone who can have an opinion that I do not agree with and it won't absorb into my own take on things to then rebut a response. I think that the one individual with the higher voice that was talking was a little bit, I'm going to be just very real. It didn't come off as real. I got more, I'm tired of this show and we just talking about it. T, while you have somebody on your podcast who literally is from the franchise that has been a part of the makeup of where their career is going. I just thought that was wild. So I sort of let that go. I still support that podcast though, and I still will be listening to it. But I for sure felt that energy, and also Evie's experience on the show is different than say our experience as fans watching an All Stars. And also for people who say maybe in her vicinity, they get all the tea and then want to speak up on behalf of other people when in reality, they don't have much stock to say in it either, only because they heard what they heard about what happened and what they happened, right? But it's okay. It's okay. So they have their opinions, Aniki, and it's all right. And it doesn't mean that we need to stop supporting that podcast and not listen to them, because there may be points of view that we are receiving that are actually like, okay, I can be fed by this. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to condemn them and be like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with them? Because I see people do that way too quickly all the time. Not saying that you're saying that, but I'm just in general, I'm supporting that podcast. I support my bitch Evie, love Evie down. And I'm always here for queer content creators really making a way. And so whatever they're doing, God bless them, and they may continue on. It'd be a blessing for me if I ever got invited to be on that podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to talk to them. You know what I mean? So I'm here for what they got to say. I just, in that moment, I was like, okay, this piece is definitely for the clip. This is definitely about to be posted on social media. It's going to be the whole, everybody talking, and it's going to bring them to the podcast. So mission accomplished, very smart to do. But I think that Drag Race in itself is tiring to some when it loses the essence of what makes drag so special, which is creativity, and is being almost no boundaries, if you will, and you're able to express your art the way you want to. So when I hear people do give their takes on drag, and when it comes to Drag Race, it's so valid, because if you go to local shows and you see the local queer artists and this and the other, there are what they say, AFAB women in there also performing drag. There are drag kings that are also in this picture. There are trans women where we're not going, oh, she does drag. No, she is a drag queen. She's just a trans woman as well. Like, no one's having to explain everything in like parables. You know what I mean? Whereas with Drag Race, everything is spoon-fed with like the little ways here and there, and you don't get the real all the time. And so then you're looking at the way the show is produced and how it's done, and you're like, well, is this story or is this actually real? Like, is this actually happening, or is it something that's prompted by somebody else? What does it give? I guess for me, I love drag and I love reality competition shows. And I finally found a show where I, as a queer Black man, can see myself possibly being in, and really, it has never let me go. And I have based a lot of my life off of this. A lot of my life is based off around Drag Race, and even with the audiences that I have now, I can never turn on the show and be like, fuck them. They're literally paying my bills without even paying my bills. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm always like, I'm always throwing out these little hints of like, throw me in the producer's room, throw me in the producer's room, throw me in the producer's room, because I'm hoping one day I get a little email from somebody and say, wow, or even another place. It's like, we've heard a lot of your ideas. Would you like to come over here? Because for one, it's definitely not just a one-stop shop. Always a fountain of flowing of wealth. You know, I even have people that I've even brought on my show that literally say the exact same thing as me. And it's wild because I'm like, bitch, I just said that. But you're just going to repeat it? Oh, because you weren't listening. Okay, bet. And that I hate so much. My respect level drops like, woo, whenever that happens. It's like, okay, now I know how you're not really here for the group. You're here for yourself. So like, I'm telling you, when it comes to this show, there are ups and downs, there are lows, there are highs, there are the best of times and there are the worst of times. But it's really what you make out of it. It's really what you're getting out of the show. A lot of people have left Drag Race, and a lot of new people have entered into Drag Race. The people that left Drag Race talk about it in the moments that they enjoy, but don't like where it's going now. And of course, the new ones that are in now are like, we like where it's going now, and don't want to review the past and see what it was really about. And they're always talking about the girls are old. Well, those old girls that you're talking about are the reason why you have a show to watch in the first place. Because the early seasons of Drag Race were a little bit more gritty. It seemed a lot more real. But you also find out that they were still doing stunts and shenanigans back then. So you're watching a reality TV show at the end of the day. That is what people, I think, are missing the point. You're watching a reality television show. They're going to produce it the way they want you to see it, not how you want to see the show, but what they think you're going to like. And how can we get them to come back? That's all. Everything is a business. And so I'm almost bringing up Anya Nerve's POV that she said with this whole everything is a business. It is kind of fucking true. Everything that you do is a business. Everything is aligned to something that is connected to something else that has a dollar transaction amount that goes with it that can either make or break you. And there are things that you have that you can generally just go out and just do. And it's just for you. It's for the world. But isn't that wild that something like going to a park, which should be free nowadays, and say you start to pick something up and someone can go, hey, you can't touch that. And then it turns into something else because now you've destroyed property. But you thought you could just pick a flower that day. I'm being so fucking for real. Like, Anya was talking about on a level of if you're doing Drag Race as a local girl and are expecting for things to happen, what are you doing? If you're fine with where you're at, okay, Pookie. But like, if you are trying to make your name out there and do all of that and all this kind of stuff, you need to get on Drag Race, get your name out there, girl, and then run afterwards, and then start to like look at what Corey did. Corey didn't win, but Corey is winning because Corey is using Cameo to the fullest capacity. I wish I could charge that much for my cameos, bitch. Wouldn't make no damn sense. You ain't booking enough. But she's getting booked enough to where that makes sense. She's using that platform perfectly, as well as social media. And look at what Mistress did. Mistress, runner up. YouTube channel. Y'all can hate that lady, but Mondays, you're there. You're there Monday. You're there Monday. You're there. You're there. I'm there Monday. So like, there is a lot of truth in what came out from Anya's mouth. There's also truth in what happened with Evie and those fellow. I forget the name of the podcast itself, but their podcast too. There's truth in there. Absolutely. There's also a little bit of, we can turn another page and, you know, read this a little bit differently. We can look at this on another perspective. It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be the same, but it also may be time for those people to move on. from whatever they're doing because it's not working anymore and it's not fulfilling them. You know, I'm over here trying to find another job, not because I don't want to do YouTube anymore, but because of for cost of living, things are getting more expensive out here in Houston. I have plans for myself on things that I want to do and what I want to do for my babies. So for me, it's like right now, this isn't doing what I needed to do. We're going to have to bring something else to this, but I'm not going to let this go because I have put years into this. Years. And it still pays my bills. Not all of them, though. And that's the problem. I need to pay all. So we need to get something else so I can pay all. And I can not be stressed every fucking day. But yeah, I am here for Drag Race France All-Stars. I'm excited to see what happens. Of course, we'll be covering it whenever we get a date. I will try to make the reviews the day after said episode, so that way you have at least 24 or more hours to then view the show and then me cover it. But yes, I feel like I'm out of breath because I've been like, oh my God. I'm like, damn, Matthew. Like, yes, I went on a whole spiel here, but it was kind of necessary. I'm glad you brought it up, Aniki, only because I did see that clip too. And I did one of these, like, I'm not going to, no. I was like, no. I said, let me go ahead and listen to the podcast. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But that's just their take. You know what I mean? That's just their take. Their take. I don't know about everybody else's, but that's their take right now. I'm going to respect it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, it's the same as Brazil? So they're both July 10th. Oh, bitch, I'm going to be working. Okay, well, I'm not mad, but oh my God. Well, actually, that is great because that means I can do my duo reviews. Yes. Oh my God. I could do my France and Brazil in one episode. Oh, I love that. Well, no, I'm going to do two because I'm going to capitalize on this. I should do separate videos. I should do separate videos. Yeah. So I guess one will be like the day after, the other one will be the day after that. That's how it'll work. Like France will be one day, Brazil will be the next day. It'll be like that. How am I feeling today mentally? Let's do Brazil first. Let's talk about Brazil first before we get into me, because I don't want this to turn into one of those, well, you know how my biggest fans like to tell me I take all my personal baggage and throw it out at all of you. Let's get through the other one first, and then I'll like tell you like just where my headspace is currently at right now. How about that, Nikki? Let's get through the Brazil cast, and then I do that because I do want to answer that question. I do. But I want to make sure that I get the work that I did put in today first done, and then sort of have that like conversation about some off-topic kind of stuff. But thanks to Nikki for checking on me. And thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. If you want to drop a little tippy poo in my jar, alleviate some of my stress, please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo $Rants or $Matt924. Appreciate y'all for being here today. Let's get into Drag Race Brazil. I'm also going to take the advice from a person on Twitter today who was actually very hot, but also he posted something that was like, it hit me right in the heart. It did. And we'll talk about it after the Brazil stuff because it's going to be a part of what Aniki's asking me. But like, I have some new perspectives and some other things going on that I just wanted to share about what I think I should be doing differently in certain arenas of my life. So let's continue. Now, Drag Race Brazil has been announced. Of course, they've been teasing it for so long, but it's season 2. We have 10 new queens that are coming into the workroom of... Where is it filmed at again? Colombia? Yeah. Well, no, I don't got nobody, but my dating life has been a little tumultuous, and I got some advice today via Twitter, which is wild, but also their response too made me feel better about like my way of thinking going forward. And then one of my good friends, shout out to Layron, who you ain't hung out with me in a minute, so I'm taking it personal, who also was like, friend, I thought it was Colombia. Did they move? Or is Brazil just in Portugal and they're not at the Colombia location? They moved filming to Portugal? What? Why? Why did they do that? That's why the stage looks different. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of like the stage better. I didn't like the live thing. I didn't like that weird looking. Okay. Good to know. Thank y'all for updating me. Okay, Greg looks good. I did get to interview Greg Queen at DragCon. If you want to see that interview, check it out. I did get to interview though. I did. Oh, so we're all in agreement then. It does look better. It do. I'm sorry. When I saw them walking down the stage, I was like, okay, this is kind of plus. I like how it looks. It's giving me the LED feel that I needed, with the lighting all in the back and it not being too much. I'm just praying. Oh, I'm praying. Please do not have this lighting up extra high. Drag Queen is not RuPaul. We need to see these people walk down the stage. I am so tired of that alabaster light that gets thrown on the girls, and it's like we can't even see the original color of the outfit. I hate that shit. So now I'm like, okay, Betty Davis, let's do this, right? Okay, I hope I get everybody's names correctly here. If I don't, I don't. Now, I did watch the Meet the Queens dubbed. It was my first time seeing anything in dubbed with World of Wonder, and I would rather sit through subtitles and read. And I honestly watch anime like that with subtitles, so I won't be doing the dubbed again. And I'm also wondering, are they going to upload a dubbed version of this to WoW? Because I mean, there is a dubbed version, but if you want them to sound like they're not from Brazil, get ready, because that's what it did sound like. Like the first person bitch, who was it, Adora Black that talked first? When you hear that voice, you're going to holler. I thought that lady was Apu Nahasapina Pedalon. Like, I kid you not. I was like, no, who is this? Who is this talking? Who is this talking? Because that's not her voice. That's definitely not her voice. I was so confused. I was like, bitch, what part of India is she from? This is, what? She cannot, what? I was so confused. And then the next one, it's like they had the same voice, but it was up just a little, like they turned up the notch. It was so weird. They gave this trans woman the most masculine voice. They gave the other trans woman the weirdest feminine voice. I was like, what is going on today? So yeah, I would watch it regular. I would watch it. I think it's AI. It crashed. It really felt like AI voice. And it felt like the AI just looked at their color of skin and was like, that's what they sound like. I'm not joking. I was like, what is this? It sounded wild, didn't it? It was like, what is going on? But I got to hear what they were saying, so it feels like we got some competition. It feels like we do have some competition with this gas. I mean, just kind of like the last season of Brazil, it feels the same. And a lot of the girls are coming in a little strong, and I'm kind of here for that. But Adora Black is forced. So I like this, but I have my one issue is that this is so bare up here. Like it's like it's so bare. Like it's just bare. Like I needed something like on a shoulder or something like that. Oh, they fine out of drag now. But like to me, I just was kind of like, they're gorge. I just wanted something. I needed something like a star piece or something, a little diamond in it. I needed something. It just was so bare. And when I was watching their Meet the Queens, it was so evident because it would shift a little bit. I'm like, all right, when the nip showing, come on now. You just need a little something in there. But other than that, everything else about this is perfect. Everything top to bottom. I was like, perfection. Makisha, it was on YouTube under the WoW Presents. Is how I saw the dub version. I did not see it on the WoW Plus app, but I saw it on on WoW's YouTube account, and it says dubbed specifically. Oh no, I'm ready to see what they give for the majority of it, if you will. That didn't make any sense. Matt, try that again. I'm ready. I'm no, I'm still rooting for them. I like them. I was here for their Meet the Queens, and I thought they were gorgeous. I'm excited to see them in a different contact lens and in a different outfit, but I think this is still gorgeous, very gorgeous. Belchi, I think this one is going to go far. Based off of like, I'm sorry, you are a teacher going in between 5 schools and doing drag. Couldn't be me, sister. And not to say I'm lazy, but I know where my body can do now, and that stress level would have broken me in two. So I'm over here like, oh, this bitch is real deal Holyfield. She said she can dance, can do anything, and gonna have no problem with nothing. She was interesting. I liked Belchi's Meet the Queens. Yeah. Yeah, something about her. I was like, okay, she might be the one. She might be the one I'm interested in. This outfit isn't my favorite thing on the planet, but everything that she said, I was like, you know what? Okay, I live. Let me see her in action. So she's on my board too. Oh, Belky. See, here it's already starting. It's already starting. It's already starting. I'm already fucking up. Sorry, I'm not doing it on purpose. I promise. Chanel is next. I need to see her in action. I need to see her in action. Her Meet the Queens was cool. And not in a bad way, not in a shady way, but just like, oh, she's cool. I need to see more. I'm afraid I got to. I have to see more. And in a good way, wild card, like interesting in a very good way. It's like, okay, I need to see more. I need to see something. I gotta see more. Cause like right now, I've been given a good little amount to go off of with her. And I'm like, okay. But in my mind, when I saw the look and she's like, I'm giving like this, I was like, I want to see some more. I need to see more. I want to see some more. And not in a bad way, in a very good way. Like she is very interesting to me, but I'm also like, I would like to see her in a different hair color. I wonder if she's going to change the makeup because she did a black lip right now. Like in my mind, I'm like, what? I want to see what else she looks like. I want to see what else is coming out of this. So in a good way, I'm like, okay. And see, I don't know what a secretary bird is. So if that's what it was, then perfection. But for me, that part missed me, right? So I'm going, I need to see some more. That is not a negative. I just need to see some more. And in a very positive way, like, okay, I want to see what Chanel can do. Let me see her in the arena. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it will. Who is next? Desiree Beck. Desiree gave a lot of energy. The dub was wild because she'd be doing all that and one word would come out. I also need to see her operation because her Meet the Queens was actually pretty like, okay, I'm glad you said Louise. I'm going to talk about it. I did not like this outfit, but I like her. There we go. I enjoyed her a lot. The outfit, because to be honest, I see what she was doing with the purple and the yellow. They do go together. It's something about it. It seems like two different things are happening with the look versus it being a cohesion of an ensemble. But she was fun. So I was like, okay, I want to see some Desiree. That's a good name too. I was like, come on, yeah. But I was like, woo. Cause so much yellow and then that little, I was like, But everything else though, I was like, yeah, everything else about her. So she will be another one I'm going to be looking out for. Desiree Beck. I was like, okay. Oh man, damn! I just had this correct because it's not. Well, the way she says it feels like it's all one name. But the way that they have this put is what fucked me up. I'm like, do I have a little dyslexia in my brain? Because, bitch, I'm over here like Melina. And so I was like, wait, put it all together, Melina Blee. And I was like, wait, huh? But she was kind of fire too. I'm gonna get that name down. I must. I like her makeup. I like the hair. I like what's going on the hair. The dress. The dress. Not my favorite thing in the entire universe, but like the muggy is lucky, the hair is done. She's giving puss, and I kind of live. I just wish a different outfit. I do. And I say that because in front of this dress is this completely different color, and it gives like more of a purple and pinkish with this. I don't know, something about that is throwing me off down. But like other than that, I live. And we shall see. When she said that she starts shit, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like her. Melody Queen. She said, I'm known as a shit star. I said, oh, I'm gonna live. I am going to live. I need to see it. I live. I low key live, but I want to see it because once she said, I don't give a fuck, I said, oh, baby, I am going to love her. Oh, she's a bit talk about performer. Oh, she's a performer too. Oof, I'm ready. I'm ready. But no, she was one of the ones that impressed me the most. I was like, okay. But yeah, her promo was good. Very much that girl, and it felt like she would back it up too. That was the difference. It was like, oh, it feels like she's gonna back this up. Like she not just gonna be talking shit and then looking like Joella. So like we really are gonna get a fantasy of fun here when it comes to like, all right, let's see where this go. Oh, we aren't ready. Okay, I'm not ready to that. Homogeneous, but the AI gave her. It's so wild. They gave Chanel a deep voice, but they gave Melody a higher, lighter voice, and I was like, did they not want to check this over again? I was like, girl, okay, pop, but no, I like me some Melody. I'm sorry. Is this someone related to Vanessa Van Cartier and Envy Peru of the Cartiers? Is this Envy's daughter, Paola? Paola, is that right? Am I on the money with this? Paola. Why I want to say Paola? Yeah, that was the most American thing I've ever done. Why that was one of the most American things I've ever done in my life. Paola Hoffman, Paola. I said Paola. Matthew. That was so American. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Paolo, right? Paula. Hoffman Van Cartier. So I saw that Van Cartier part. Vanessa's daughter and Envy's sister. Oh, then we'll be good. Then we'll be fine. The resume speaks for itself. And you know, I'm trying to shout out to Vanessa Van Cartier. I also got to interview her on my channel here on YouTube, winner of Drag Race Holland season 2, and shout out to Emily Peru, winning season 1 of Drag Race Holland. But yes, she's from the Van Cartier dynasty. She'll be fine. Her mama is a motherfucking continental. She'll be fine. Everything. She'll be fine. I'm hoping that she doesn't succumb to pressure, even though she seems like she's gonna be fine under it. When it comes to like legacy names and all that kind of stuff, because you know how the Drag Race fans are. Like, if you don't do well and you come from somebody who did really, really good, they honey, they be woo, you're shit. Like, this is some rando that's never done drag telling you that, right? But I don't know. I'm here for it. I like this cast. There's, I think, one more left, right? No, I think two. Poseidon drag. I want to see it in action. Oh, wow. Across multiple Jesus. Okay. Well, shit. There's some people who have auditioned 17 times. This dress is who worked with the costumes at the Madonna and Gaga concerts at Rio. Wow. So then they may have, well, I'm not gonna say may, they have an eye for design and know how to put things together, which is a positive. Okay, it is. And that is why I was trying to figure out a way to word it, because I like the outfit, but I'm also like, she's tiny, and all I see is the outfit and a peekaboo leg and a couple this, that, and the other. Let's see them in action. In a good way. Not in a no ma'am, but in a okay, I want to see mama work. I'm gonna see her work. And I feel that way for everybody on this cast. Because I don't know these people. So I'm like, I could be wrong, baby. And I have been wrong before about girls with the Meet the Queens where I'm like, it's not giving. Oh, but she's going to chew later. So yeah, I like this look. It is a lot on her, but her Meet the Queens was cool. And I'm also like, okay, let's see what happens. You never know. Ruby Knox. The headpiece is spectacular. Love the neck piece. Y'all know how I feel about the titty tassels. And there's no body happening, like, at all. So, like, I just can't. I'm sorry. This is like my first letdown in terms of like chest and down. I just didn't care for it. I think the face is wonderful. I did like their Meet the Queens though. I just don't. I wasn't this. Yeah, this look wasn't doing it for me. I was like, okay, it's a twink. But Mercedes Volcao. There was a lot of peacock happening though, Poison. I was noticing there's a lot of peacock happening, lots of cack, if you will. Her Meet the Queens was great. This picture is interesting because it looks like she's in motion. Like, I don't know how to feel. This is the way this dress is. I'm like, is she standing still? What's going on? But I did like this. I like the look a little bit. Oh no, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, no, the look is okay. To me, I think the Meet the Queen sold her more than this look itself. There's something about the way that the outer dress looks a little odd compared to the bodysuit that's going with it. But I just want to see them in action. Like, this is just the Meet the Queens. This is really not the show yet. Like, it's just a sort of hello, how are you? And while everybody's may not be as impactful as the others, it's like, okay, let's just get the competition. Let me just see these girls work, because I may be completely thrown into another room and I'm going to have to scream and shout and let them know what it's all about, all that kind of stuff. So right now, I'm just going to let that be. I'm going to let it roll. We're going to figure it out. But I will say it as an entire cast, all of them together, I'm ready to see where this goes. I said Brazil may have something going on here. The first season was pretty good. I didn't have a lot of views with that, but it was still a good season. So I'm like, and the person who I wanted to win won. So there you go. So for this season, I don't know how it's going to play out, but I am excited to see what goes down. I do love the judges panel, and I do love Drag Queen, and I think this is going to be something. So July 10th is when this premieres, as well as All Stars 10. All Stars 10, All Stars 2 of Drag Race. Drag Race Brazil Season 2 starts July 10th. Drag Race France All Stars also starts on, I almost said All Stars 10th. It also starts on July 10th. So for this channel, I will be doing, whenever the show airs that day, I will be doing the reactions for Patreon that day. The following day will be one of the shows. It'll probably be France All-Stars. And then the next day after that, it will be Brazil. And then for the remainder of the week will be other content. But just know, if it starts on the 10th, which, tell me that's a Sunday. Tell me that's a Sunday, Daddy. Calendar. Ooh, that's a Thursday. Okay, this is what I'm going to have to do. Thursday reactions, Friday review for one of them, Monday review for the other one. And it's really going to be dependent on how y'all view the show, because whoever's getting the lesser of the views is going to be the Monday show. And I'll have to post it before Mistress video. So yeah, we'll see. They'll have Brazilian queens from other franchises. That's kind of sad. Mercedes, girl. Yeah, this looks promising. I don't know. It looks good. Brazil looks like it's something. France All Stars kind of hit it out the park with their promo too. I'm not gonna lie. The promo was severe. All giving very warrior. But I love it, and I do. I thought it was. I was like, okay, we got 2 international seasons. Both look promising. Brazil with the second. France finally getting an All-Stars. I'll be down for the clown. I will be. I'll be down for the clown. Thank you, Purple Eater, the first Tippy Poo, first super chat of the live stream with almost 2 hours into it. A little heartbroken, but also the views were there. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you reviewing the international seasons. I'll be tuning in. Thank you, Purple Eater. I appreciate you, but thank you for the super chat. And yeah, I told myself I'm not going to, if I want to touch something when it comes to like reviewing a show, I'm going to do it. I shouldn't be like, no, it's not. I have been told before, well, that's why the views goes down. That's why the monetization. But it's like, well, if the audience wants to see it, like, let me give them something. I don't know if they want only specific responses from me, but I'm just not going to sit there and bullshit you over review just so you like me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I just got to speak my piece and move on. But All Stars, France and Brazil too. Yeah. They look very good. Very interesting. These braids, I'm taking them out this weekend. Okay. I tried to last a month. I can't do it. They're coming out this weekend. They're coming out. This hair is gone. You see how quick my hair grows? There is no way I can do another 2-3 weeks of this in my hair. No way. It's all gonna look like one little no. I'm seeing I have to get my hair twisted like once a month is really what's the tea. 3 weeks is a good job. I mean, especially because I was in the ocean, Darnell, like legit swimming in salt water, and I did wash my hair like twice within this time. Like I did wash my hair twice, but I did a stocking cap over it, and then I'd like do the shampoo, condition, and then I did like the spray or the little mousse for the hold to do it all together. And I mean, they're still in there, but I'm like, girl, nah. I haven't even given myself an edge up. No, ma'am. So I think once a month I'll get my hair done, because I felt so good. It really did. It felt so good to get my hair done. So good. Okay. Yeah, for cornrows, that's solid. I feel better now because I was looking at my hair like Trey ain't gonna want the session. I'm about to have my do rag on. No. But no, Iniki asked me earlier how I was doing, and I did want to close out this video, but sort of like have a look at moment of talking about just what's going on with me, this, that, and the other, and like hot topic, whatever. So my week was still a little tough for me at the beginning of this week. I ended up having a conversation with my sister, my blood sister, and it was a conversation I very much needed to have. You know, she's praying for me and all this kind of stuff. And then her mom got on the phone and she was talking about my body, like, what are you doing? Oh my God, we're getting this diet. That made me feel so good about myself. And I was like, well, you know, somebody had told me I look sick, and Niecy was just like, who the fuck, who, girl, what, like, what, boy, we over here trying to figure out what you doing, like, help us out, get us on the workout plan. And I mentioned that I wanted to do workout videos, and they were like really vibing with it. But I think for me, this week has been interesting. I haven't smoked pretty much the majority of this week, so I've been on my like sober shit, which is fine. But you know, I'm a guy who likes to wake and bake and toke and do all that kind of stuff. But it has been giving me a lot of time to have some clarity in my just everything that I'm doing. Like my apartment's all clean and all that kind of shit, and it's great. But I am a little bit frustrated with not getting as many views as I used to on YouTube, and also feeling like my opinions are undermined by others, and I'll have said something that literally was the point, and then it will be said by somebody else, and it's almost like, oh, you got now you get it, even though it was very easily explained the first time. So I almost feel disrespected in some regards with the way certain things have been happening, and little background stuff where I almost feel I'm being antagonized and a little bit gaslit by someone I'm supposed to call my friend. That's the one. The two is, and I don't like the laughing at it like it's nothing, and it's like actually a big deal. The other thing that was bothering me, or I guess this week that I'm having a little bit of trouble with, is my dating life. It's no bueno. I'm learning today, and I'm trying to apply this throughout the rest of my life and not to be a scary Barry here, is that I normally don't like to chase people because I really hate rejection. But then I was also reminded about the definition behind rejection, and also applying that into dating life. And like, you can't be rejected by somebody that you were just trying to get to know, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't even know if that's what you wanted, because what if you get with them and you start talking and they're like, oh my God, absolutely not. So it's like, you're in that soul process, like give yourself a little bit of a break while you're doing this. So, and for me, while anybody could be like, you should be okay with being single, babe, I've been single for now double plus years at this point. I've been single for a very long time, and it's not my favorite thing on the planet. I know way too much about myself currently at this point in time. The love for me is heavy and strong, as deep as it goes. Like, I have days where I'm a little bit frustrated and become depressed. But as far as loving myself, bitch, I'm probably, my biggest cheerleader. So for me, it's like trying to figure out where I should be like how I don't know how to approach anybody in person, like to flirt. I don't. Even online, like it's a little bit difficult, like just trying to do something like that. So I am working on that currently, but also just giving myself some like love over just not things going the way I want them to, and not putting myself down in the process, because I don't know, like I guess some people think they're humbling me, like telling me I'm ugly, but that's a lie. Like that's a lie. So I don't know. It just makes me feel weird a little bit when I have to. And I also have that feeling because I'm light skinned that I have to make myself feel smaller or be smaller around other people, because they already expect me to think I'm better than them. And I don't think that way. And it makes me feel really weird. And like someone's going to make some sort of joke about me being light skinned in these communities. And it's just like, But I don't I don't have a white parent. I don't benefit from any sort of bits of like Caucasian of representation, none of it. So like maybe of me being light skinned and people treating me differently because they assume I'm like mixed with something, but like I don't get that. And so I'm almost like dealing with people's problems with other folks like that, and it's always coming back onto me, and I'm like, I shouldn't even deal with that, but it's the fact that I deal with it often to where I'm like, is it just the people I'm meeting? Like what's going on? So I don't know, but I do wish someone would take me seriously. And I do wish I was dating like seriously right now. I am the only person in my friend group who is single. And it is a little bit awkward because I don't want to be around them when they're all like hugged up on each other and shit. It feels very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Um, so it's just it's a little weird. And so for me, I have been by myself a lot. Like even after I saw my friends this past weekend or the weekend before that, I didn't see them this weekend, right? Um, and I was supposed to hang out with another friend who I thought, I don't know, I don't like when people like make plans with me and then they're like, oh, I forgot. And it's like, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know. I'm a romantic, and dating is very complicated for me. But I also know that I'm a person that falls head over heels very quickly if you just do everything right. And I have to not do that. And I also need to stop falling for the love bombers. They're so bad. And just sort of open up the doors to other kind of people. And I've lately been doing that. Like I don't have a color preference. I don't have a race preference, none of that bullshit. But I do have a preference on like certain things, like the way you carry yourself. Um, I don't need a bodybuilder, but it would be cool if you went to the gym. Like I like slim dudes too, and thicker guys as well. I have dated bears before. It's not like a thing where I'm like, oh, I need you to look a certain way, but it's energy and attitude and how you carry yourself is so important. So I don't know. It's just a little difficult for me, and I get afraid to be myself so many times because the mask for mask thing is a real thing. Do not let any sissy on the internet tell you different. Like there are people who are not like that, but when it's a problem, it is so a problem in our community because we are so wanting to be hetero performative all the time because that's what we're told is attractive, and any sort of femininity is gross. And how could you be that even in something as awesome and amazing and supposed to be as open as being in the LGBTQIA plus community? It's wild, but it's the truth. So like for me, if you like how I operate and act, the way I sound, voice, all that kind of shit, great, bet. But like, do you like cats? That's going to be so important because I need you to like my babies. They are my babies. They're literally my lifelines right now. No, like, no, you can't dislike cats. It's not going to work. Do you like, are you super serious all the time? Not going to work. It's not going to work. Like I have to be able to like watch cartoons with you, like Family Guy or American Dad and shit like that, and we find it funny. It would be like me even saying this now, it feels like I'm putting together this gigantic list of I need this, I need this, I need this. And in reality, I kind of just want to push that list away and just open the door and be like, what happens? That's kind of where I'm at right now with dating. It's like I want certain things, but in my mind, I'm going, well, I want someone also to show me something I haven't seen before, or maybe open my mind to something I wasn't really feeling and maybe I am going to feel. Because like, oh, for example, I love guacamole now. Like, who would have thought? I hated guacamole. I go to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, that one trip, literally a couple weeks ago. I finally had some guacamole and I was like, oh shit, it tastes good, baby. I had some guacamole the other day. I was like, oh, it was a psychosomatic thing. Maybe the original texture taste I had the first time, it was gross and I always thought it was gross, but then I finally found something that was good. And then I can now appreciate it. I love it. Yeah, some common interest would be cool only so that way it's not like we're always separated all the time, because I feel like eventually you're going to get tired of a person, or if something happens in an argument and there's something that y'all can't relate to, you're definitely going to run away, or all that other shit. But I don't know. I'm not trying to overthink it. I'm just trying to let shit be free and it be whatever. But it was crossing my mind a lot lately because I'm like, my 39th birthday is coming up. I'm already in the process of like either renewing here for a year, getting another job, saving the money up, and then starting to look at some homes, fixing, making sure the credit's getting even better and better, and doing all that, and really developing that next portion of my life. But I'm also like in the headspace of like, well, Matthew, you want to be open to certain things, this and the other. And I don't know. It's really interesting because I was around adults that are my age that were like, don't settle down, don't be this, travel, do all that, and fuck all these people. And others were like, sit down, find you a place to stay, get you somebody that's going to love you for you, and, you know, develop that and you're going to enjoy it. And I've been conflicted because I want to do both. But maybe I can do that with somebody, like someone who would love to travel with me would be amazing. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. But I don't know. I'm trying not to overthink it, but it has been affecting me lately because I just have a lot here and I feel like I don't ever get to use it. And so that's kind of where it's what it feels like. It's like, oh my gosh, I have so many beautiful dreams for me when it comes to this. And I haven't been capitalizing any of them. I haven't been showcasing that. And as much as I know that this booty back here claps at the right occasion, okay, ain't never had no complaints. I'm just like, I don't want to be considered just that. And also meeting the people who are going to play and be like, oh, we can just be cool. Like, no, like that's fun and all, and that's great and jazz, but you get to have your roster. You get to have whatever you want. And I can have mine too, but at the end of the day, I'm going to feel empty. And the majority of the time, I do. Like if I have something with somebody and it's really no strings, I end up feeling empty afterwards. I don't feel full because it'd be like, well, they're gone. I'm not here by myself. And, blah, blah, blah. And it's not everybody because, you know, sometimes when you mess around or whatever, it's like, okay, get out of my house. Like, okay, that was great, but you got to go. You know what I mean? And there are other times where it's been like, oh no, I really want to be with this all day. And so I can no longer, I don't know. I'm in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like when it comes to that kind of situational shit, like I don't want to put no strings on it. But I wanted to put strings on. I don't know if I can do that no more. So like, cause I feel like the next person who, I don't know, I give this to, cause I know how, again, I am, it'd be like someone I wanted to give it to all the time, not someone I'm trying to like, well, let me go back to these and then come and see you later. I don't know. It's a lot of I don't knows, but I have put myself like back on dating apps and I have like done some like, okay, Matt, this is what we're gonna do. This is like our boundaries now. And after that one guy I told you I was talking to who was, yeah, I haven't heard from him since. Thank you, Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay. We weren't even talking that long for that to be the case, but he made me very nervous. I just want to make sure that whoever I talk to, everything I saw from that dude, I remind myself with that person, not to look for it to where I can't see them, but more so recognize the signs, recognize the alarm. If the alarm starts going off, don't snooze, get out. Okay. And that's that, because I really just be falling for like the dumbest shit because I'd be like, oh my gosh, love. And it's really like, no, it's not. Carex, I hope so. I'd hope so too. I think I do as well, but I also know that, you know, I have my own stuff to work on. I'm not perfect in any way. I am such a mess. But like everybody is. And I hate when people go, I have all my shit together. You do not. you everyone's got something going on. Oh, come on now. Like if your life is perfect, why still continue? If everything is great, why still like you've already done it? You've completed everything in the game. You're not at 100%. You got the platinum trophy. So what else? Like, So I don't know. We'll see. But yes, I'm doing one of these to it. But I just, you know, we'll see what happens. But it was affecting me this week in terms of dating. And it happened. I had this, hey Jamie. I had this one, I feel like I'm telling my business. Oh, okay, I'll tell my business. But I got back on this app. And this guy hit me up that I have literally known who he is for over 20 plus years. He's always on the app. He ain't never gone from that app. He's been there since the app was created. I kid you not. And I'm having a conversation with him, and I realize he doesn't know who I am because, again, we never like hung out like that, but I am aware of who he is. And the fact that I know pretty much every person he's ever dated, this, that, and the other, right? But I'm realizing like this guy kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? If I don't respond to him, he responds to himself in the response to then ask me once again, what's up? And I'm finding that to be unattractive, and it's bothering me. And so I'm dipping out. I'm doing the Libra slow dip. It's like, good morning. I didn't answer that quick enough. Hope you're having a good day. How was your day yesterday? My response would be, okay, good afternoon. My bad. I was doing something, because I was. And sometimes I put my phone in the other room on purpose, so I'm not with my phone like this. You know what I mean? And so I'm so doing that on purpose, because I have learned I can't just do that. I have to, there's a kind way of doing things, and I'm just whatever. I know that person. Crafty Dale. I swear to God, if I see you that picture and you'd be like, oh my God, I'd be like, yeah, bitch. Like, I know. But he's a little bit, it's becoming too much. It's not, it's passive aggressive in the sense of like, oh, I said something. Hold on, let me pull up the message. This is why I'm single. This is exactly what. Oh, okay. So I'll give you a great example. Ooh, great example. Okay. Good morning, sir. I say, hey, good afternoon. How are you? Doing good. How are you? I'm good as well, is their response. So I didn't respond to that. They then hit me up on the app. What are you doing? Because I didn't respond after I'm good as well. Well, I'm good as well is just the end of your sentence. There's no continuation of the conversation. Like, you said good morning, I said good afternoon, you asked how I was doing, I said good, and then I asked you how you're doing, and then you just respond, I'm just good as well. That is the end of the, is that, am I not right? That's the end of the conversation. Because you didn't prompt another question or another, what, when, why, how, and all the rest of it. So I let that go. But he hit me up on the app and was like, what you doing? I was like, okay, because I thought to myself, this man has my number. Why are you hitting me up on the app now? You have my phone number. This is crazy. So then I don't respond on the app. He then texts again on my phone. What are you doing? And then to be followed by today, when after he asked me good morning on the app, even though he has my phone number now, because I didn't respond to him on the app, he hit me up with what you doing. So now I don't want to talk to him no more, because you're thinking that I'm ignoring you. And I'm not. I'm just not near my phone at the time. But now I want to ignore you because you're going back and forth between the app and the phone to get my attention. And that's concerning, because if I'm not responding, that may mean I'm busy. So, and then on the first time that we like had a conversation, he wanted to meet that same day. That bothered me. I'm learning that now. It's not a bad thing from everybody. It's not, but it is something that happened with the person I was talking to beforehand about that. We have to see each other now, so I know if I want to deal with this versus like talking on the phone and getting to know each other via conversation this way and the other. So I was like, yeah, I don't think so. So I don't know. I something's telling me no, and I've already started to like slowly dip off, but something in my spirit is telling me, and that he's probably doing this with multiple people, and it's not just you. So that's currently my dating life right now. Oh my god, that's currently my dating life right now. Yes, which is non-existent. Then I had this guy who I was friends with. This is me prior to going to Puerto Vallarta. Okay, he knows what I do for a living and everything or whatever. God. it's just like I wouldn't even try to holler at the dude because he like already made it seem like I don't have any values, which was he will tell you I was not telling him that, but every time I made a point about something, he would turn it into like, well, what are the core values of a person? Because that's what I'm really interested in. And I'm thinking of my core values, and I'm like, huh? Like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, it's not about core values. You're also looking for mass. Just say that. Like, it was weird. And so he turned me down. Yeah, he turned me down one time because I thought I was texting somebody else. And I was actually I was texting him, but thought I was texting somebody else about a date that I was planning with somebody. I was in an accident. As I'm writing my bad, I didn't mean to send that to you. He like, I'm talking about with the quickness. Hey, look, no, I'm not interested, man. Like, and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think of you as a friend and all that kind of stuff. And I'm looking for somebody with like some serious values to themselves and what they want. And I was like, so I don't have any morals or values and shit that I'm looking for, like the things I'm actually working on right now. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to respond. Well, I wasn't really actually sending that to you. I was trying to send that to somebody else. But thank you for letting me know how you feel. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm not trying to do. It's cool. And so I've been kind of dry with him because he want to still be like, hey, what's up? And hit me up every day talking about you sleep with anyone in Puerto Vallarta? What? I was like, you don't even know how low you're making me feel right now. You make me feel very low as a person because you're attracted to me physically, but you don't want the rest of it. And I get that a lot. Physical attraction, but none of the me, myself, and I kind of shit. So that is why I and my friends have been like, Matthew, and I'm like I said, I am still single. I am still open for whatever, but I'm like, I must be attracted to the worst kind of people. Like maybe my light is so bright, it's like wanting all the darkness. Like, oh, you come over here. Like, it would just be wild to hear. To me, it's just too much. This is too much. But no, nobody is serious with me right now and all that kind of good stuff. There've always been people who I've flirted with in the past and some that I am attracted to. This one guy, I can't say his name because he watches some of my videos. But I know he doesn't give like, I want to settle down or be in a relationship or start one up. But, it would be nice because, oof, he know what he doing. Okay, so yeah, I've actually put this on the table. I am now open to long distance relationships. At first, I was like, this isn't going to work. I need someone with me all day. No, I don't. If we're just starting out to get to know each other and this person actually wants to be in a monogamous, like, distance relationship to where after a year or two of us talking and traveling and doing stuff together, we want to just move in, okay, down. But that would have to be like the plan. It wouldn't be like, let's just see where this goes and be long distance. No, it would have to be, we would start talking, we're long distance and we're talking and we're just doing it that way. If we're like, you want to date exclusively, I know we're living far apart. Okay, that's great. But we'd have to start planning stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we're planning when I come there, planning when you come here. And we'd have to do that. Like, it'd have to be some sort of equal. I wouldn't feel like it's equal in that way until another person gets tired and just says, move in. Which in reality, I wouldn't mind moving. You know what I'm saying? Let me be with somebody and we moving in together. I think that's like great. My kids will have a father. My God, shut up. My kids will have shit. Not even gonna lie to you, my babies are they're not a handful, but I would love it if somebody else was here with me with my children. Like when mama was getting pets by me and Mina gets jealous, my partner would be able to take care of Mina so that way she won't have to feel some kind of way and always be bumping in like, hey, it's my turn. Like, oh my God. I don't know. But I just have hope and I'm going to keep that alive. With finances now, I have a loan that's due on Friday. I have a lot of loans that are due on Friday. I don't think I'm going to be able to pay them, and that might affect a lot of shit for me, but I'm having to just say, oh, well, because I just don't have the money. I had to pay the phone bill this morning. We barely got that done. I had to take care of like my washer appliance situation here. I had to put in because somebody had said basically when I gave them my pet deposit, they returned it back. Done. I didn't ask questions, which that's my fault. I didn't ask questions because I was like, oh, they didn't want the money. And then my neighbor, apparently, who does not like me, reported that I had an animal. So they deducted the money out of my account to pay the deposit that was originally supposed to be paid, or I'd be evicted. So I was like, okay, well, take it now since you want it now, but I already gave it to you. So that was like very much not expected. And so it's been a little bit of an annoying week, to say the least. It's been a little bit of an annoying week. Very annoying. But I'm also like, whatever is to be will be, whatever is to come will come. If someone blesses me in the middle of the night, amazing. If not, I'll take my licks and whatever falls, honey, I will pick some pieces up and we'll try to rebuild again. Is where my mind is at right now. But I've already sort of had my fill of being upset and trying A, B, C, D, E, F, G to fix things. And I'm just like, okay, whatever happens, what happens. We'll continue to do the work, whatever it may be will be. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's where my mind has been at. I love how I'm like, Nikki, are you still here? I love how you're the person who asked this question. And I'm just spilling. But no, I'm okay. I am managing right now. I'm managing, if you will. So there are some things that I'm trying to figure out ways to address. There are some people who make me a little uncomfortable right now, and I don't know how to address them. And there are situations that I'm just trying to navigate myself through. But I don't like it when people who I care for play with my intelligence. I don't like it when I have someone doing some underhanded shit behind my back. I don't like it when, folks ask the world of me, but won't give me a splash of water. So it's been a little bit tough on that regards. The friend that owed me money, I was happy I got a little piece of it back, but I'm looking at him like, I really could use that $250 like in my account today. Give me my money back, because that is a relationship I am definitely about to burn. Once I get that money back, never talk to him again. And probably the last time I do something like that, because they knew I was on my income, and it was like, now I am, give it right back, because I'm making I literally am all cuts and balances right now. But it is what it is. But yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm here. I am not gonna go nowhere as far as I'm concerned, and I'm gonna keep on trying, no matter what. No matter how many times I keep falling and scraping my knee, I am just gonna keep getting back up. And people gonna hate that, but it's the truth. I'm just gonna keep on getting up. I'm hard-headed. The lesson will be learned one day. All right, y'all, let's wrap this up. Yeah, no, Large Coke, I'm sorry. This is the end of the video. Like, I stopped talking about Drag Race like 2 hours ago, and I had a person who was in here, who's not in here, that asked me how I was doing. And I was trying to do a little bit of that before I walked out the door, but it's like, okay, well, it's time to go now. No, I'm a good friend, but I'm also mean. And some people don't like that. But the problem I have with that is that it's not that I'm mean. It's that when we joke, everyone has levels. And my levels, when people be joking for me, they may be thinking they're throwing something light at me, but it's really heavy. So I got to throw something heavy back. And it turns into something crazy like that. But the money stuff, I'm always good for giving it back, especially with my friends. If you give it to me, I'm giving it to you the next day. And that's how I operate. So it's been 2 months. That's why I'm like, my God, you are fucking the whole church's money up. So that's why when it comes to the whole, like, whatever, I'm also recognizing that some people are very sensitive and want to throw jabs too. I can be sensitive and throw jabs. We're both the same then. You saying I'm being too harsh? Okay, well, when you said that, it made me feel some kind of way. So we both sensitive. Okay. You can hide it better than me, but clearly you mad. So, you know what I mean? That's just how I have to start looking at stuff like, oh, okay. All right. I'm not changing. We too good. I'm getting to the age where now we're pretty set. But yeah. I should be adding interest, but I'm not going to be that person. I'm just not. I want to, but I, believe it or not, am very non-confrontational. So I don't like to have to get into that kind of talk with anyone because my tone is never going to be, okay, so my tone is going to sound like I'm on the edge of turning into Darth Vader and about to use the Force to suffocate your ass. Like, that's where my tone goes. So I can't help it. Especially if I'm feeling passionate about something. I'm like, ooh, let me just get this out. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, let me just get this out. Let me just get it out. Like, I can't. But yeah. Let's go ahead and close this up. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, let's go ahead and close this up. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in today and who listened to me talk about All Stars France, Drag Race France All Stars, and for Drag Race Brazil Season 2. Apparently, both shows are going to be premiering on Thursdays. July 10th will be premiere date. One of the shows, I'm assuming France, I'll be covering on Fridays. And then for Brazil, I'll be covering on Mondays on my channel. So make sure you tune in once they do premiere. I'll be covering them. And of course, there'll be reactions on my Patreon. Before you walk out the door, hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment about France or Brazil or whatever hot topics we talked about today. Drewski, know your Libra gives many chances, but when it turns, oh girl. I feel like y'all have seen me in many of those moments where I have honestly let a lot go, and then you see me pop. And then all of a sudden, the victim, you're always so girl, I held a lot in before that came out. That didn't just come out of nowhere. And I want y'all to recognize that before anybody else tell you a lie on me. If you've ever seen me go off, it's not out of nowhere. It's not out of thin air. It's not out of thin air. They did something. And I tried my best way of approaching it with them, and it didn't work out, and they continue to play with me. I need that to be very clear because I really don't like when people paint me to be this argumentative asshole. I hate that shit. You did something, and you know you did it, and you were testing and teasing me, trying to antagonize the situation because you wanted my reaction out of it. It's the truth. It's the truth. I don't just walk around ready to kill folks. Like that's not me. It's never been. Like I don't walk around like I'm gonna get her. I'm a slave. No. Half the time I'm not even thinking about what's going on in front of me or behind me or on the side of the bitch. I'm like stuck in my brain. Like I wonder if that ketchup tasted funny because it was sitting outside all day. That'd be me. Not worried about you, bitch. All right. Let's close this up again. Like, share, subscribe, become this Rampant family. Leave a comment if you want to. I'll be going live again tomorrow to do hot topics of all kinds of topics and every kind of topics. There will be some folks that will be dragged because they did something stupid. There will be the BET Awards that I probably will have very, very few things to say that are kind about said awards because I was like, girl, watching this. Plus some other things that happened in social media and this, that, and the other that I would love to get into today. Or tomorrow, I should say. And I think the sneak peek of Drag Race will be posted by then, so we can talk about that. So yeah. But make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'll be going live the same time, 12:30 Pacific, 2:30 Central. I almost said Central. 3:30 Eastern here on my channel. So make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rampack family. If you did want to drop it to people in my jar, again, you do not have to, but it would be so appreciative right now. PayPal.me /MattyRants, Cash App $N24 or $MattyRants, and then MattyRants. And again, you can tune into my Patreon for as low as $1. Bookable on Cameo. Bookable on... Yeah, just Cameo. Merchville at dragqueenmerch.com. Affiliate partner Repair Out Plus. I got a P.O. Box too if you want to see me anything. Shout out to Peace to Mateo. Shout out to Liam Lindsay. They were my moderators today. Thank you so very much for everybody that did tune in and listen to your boy. We had little views, but we had enough views, and I thank you. So make sure you share this video on your social media platforms and other spaces and places so other people can see it. And again, I appreciate y'all so much. I will see you tomorrow for more content. Until next time, everybody, take care. Bye-bye. And yes, make sure you watch Drag Race France All-Stars, Wow Presents Plus, as well as Drag Race Brazil Season 2. Bye, y'all.
Listen.
Yeah.